Through Our Lady, through our Lord, we prevail. Found out that in addition to some other issues with my car, the black community and the place where we live in Buena Vista, well, we spend most of our time there, not all of our time, but they're messing with my control arms on my car. Let me tell you, when I bought that car, we knew everything that was wrong with it. My brother, myself, in the OBDM, OBMD. Anyway, the computer, diagnostics computer, we plugged it in. We knew everything wrong. But the interesting thing is, people can screw with your bushings, and your control arms. I'm pretty sure they have bushings. I'm pretty sure that's what they call them. Um, they could do that easily underneath your car, especially if there's vehicles blocking your car, blocking seeing around it. And if they take your camera offline, um, especially when they have lookouts. Now, in our building, the newest people to screw with us is apartment 3 and apartment 1. You'll see people going into apartment 1 all the time. They're trying to portray apartment 1 as being empty for years and years. It's a lie. It is a damn lie. And, I confronted, via voicemail, mind you, I confronted the front office about them protecting people, especially people who are black and they're racist, who have been targeting my family for years. They move them around, they let them sublet, and they continue in here. And they help them pretend like they're moving away, but they don't. They move to the other side of the complex, and they sublet under a different name. Now, I don't know if Wisconsin condones this behavior, but I would bet you that they probably don't, because the people who are in higher administration in this company, they don't happen to like racist kind of attitudes. So, apparently there's a lot of covering up going here locally, and I'll testify in court. And people will go into apartment 1 and apartment 3, pound on our walls, pound on the floor, come over to our front door and threaten us and scream on my porch, and refuse to leave my porch until they hear me opening the door. Then they leave my porch. They'll bang on the walls in our kitchen, and being as they're so close, sharing basically 2 sheets of drywall with about 6 inches of empty space in between them, they'll screw with our network, especially when my daughter's trying to do homework. And they'll just interfere in everything they can. And, the people that go into apartment 1 and apartment 3 changes, but especially apartment 3, they're related. And they're also from the same religious persuasion as the people who are in apartment 7, who used to also target my family. I have no problem with people who legitimately want to be Jewish. I've always been a supporter of Israel and of Judaism, and have went to Shabbat even as a Catholic, off and on, for probably close to 25 years. At conservative, reformed, wherever. And, conservative and reform shows, regardless. Mostly conservative, but not always. And, liberal actually as well. But, when I encounter the Black Hebrew Israelites, I didn't have any problem with them. I know that some of their group overseas is involved in human trafficking, but when they started to target my family in Saginaw, I get sick of it. And I don't want to say they're the only group, but they're certainly like a bad penny. Either that or somebody is pretending they're Hebrew Israelites and trying to create some kind of animosity. I don't really know. I don't really care. But certainly I'm not going to be supportive of a group that is going to target people who are not the same race and who are going to try some kind of extremist, Gog, Magog, racist garbage. No thanks. I'll puke it right back in front of them. Elders of Zion, all that stupid crap. Jesus was killed by the Jews, all that stupid crap. Like I said, I will vomit it right back in front of their feet. No, thank you. That being said, I'm tired of the black community, especially several black families and their cousins and their friends, repeatedly causing trouble for my family. And I know my rights as a veteran of the military, discharged under honorable conditions, and someone who is authorized to carry a weapon and conceal it. I know my rights and I'll protect my family. And it makes me absolutely sick to my stomach that people that are blessed with a company, especially a big company, would protect and support racial and religious extremism. Maybe they don't know. I don't really know. But the fact of the matter is, nobody's ever called me to apologize or try to fix anything. All we've gotten from the front office is 3 years of threats and abuse. Out of those 3 years, the amount of time that people worked with me to actually come into our apartment, out of 3 years, less than 5 times. It's always a struggle. Oh, well, we're going to come in one way or another. Are you going to accept responsibility for my safe, my valuables, well, there's no money in there, but family heirlooms, religious, what do you even call them, souvenirs, um, relics, tertiary relics, and my weapon and my backup weapon. Um, oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Well, are you going to accept custody and put it on paper? No. Then if you come in my house without me there, I will consider that you're taking responsibility. Um, like I said, out of the 3 years, it's been a power struggle every single time, except for about 5 times they worked with me. 5 times. Yeah, that tells you, gives you a tiny idea. That's about 10% of the amount of times they've came in our house. Generally, it's anywhere from 2 to 4 times every year. Usually, it's for ridiculous stuff, and I'll ask for verification. Oh, you're here for a leak? Can I see a picture of where the leak's coming from, or where it's going to? Oh, no, I don't have that. Then I didn't consider this a lawful entry. Um, well, it says in my lease you have to give proper notice. And this is my home. You can't come and go as you wish, or the local teenage thugs in the neighborhood to come and go through the attic as they wish. So that being said, I consider that predatory behavior when people try to talk to my daughter while she's taking a bath, that's just sick. It's sick in the head. But to screw with her also when she's trying to do her homework, somebody's got a real problem with kids, and they picked the wrong family.